I was able to get approved to get the Capital One Venture X a couple months ago. And as soon as I got the Capital One Venture X, there's a couple things that I did right away and a couple things that I wish I did a lot earlier to make sure that I'm getting maximum value out of the card. So in this video, I'm going to go over 10 things that you can do and you should do immediately after you get the Capital One Venture X. Again, because I want to make sure that you get the most amount of value that you possibly can out of the card. So as always, we're just going to hop right into the video. But before I do that, if you do enjoy videos just like this one, then do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe down below because it's a free and easy way to help support my channel. So the first thing that you need to do as soon as you get approved for the Capital One Venture X is that you need to hit the spend requirement to get the welcome offer, which sounds pretty intuitive, but there's a couple things I want to explain here. So the current welcome offer on the Capital One Venture X is going to be the ability to earn 75,000 Capital One miles after you spend $4,000 or more in the first 3 months. Welcome offers are by far the best way to get the most amount of value, and even pretty conservatively, this welcome offer is going to give you 2 times more value than the $395 annual fee. And when I say things to do on the Venture X immediately after getting approved, you can even start spending towards this welcome offer even before you actually get the card in the mail by getting your card info and adding it to Apple Pay. In terms of the welcome offer specifically, you're going to get 75,000 Capital One miles, and there's going to be good ways and bad ways to redeem those miles. So a bad way to redeem those Capital One miles is to redeem them for cash back, because you would only get 0.5 cents per point by going that route, which would give you a value of $375 from this welcome offer, which wouldn't even cover your full annual fee during year 1. However, if you at least can redeem those Capital One miles through the Capital One travel portal, then you get a baseline value of 1 cent per point, which would give you a value of $750. And then of course, if you're able to take advantage of Capital One's travel partners, you can get upwards of 2 cents per point in value, and in some cases even higher than that. So that could take the welcome offer value upwards of $1,500 in value and sometimes even more. The second thing that you need to do as soon as you get the Capital One Venture X is that you need to utilize the $300 travel credit. If you are someone who wants to get the Capital One Venture X, then you need to be really confident that you can utilize the $300 annual travel credit every single year, because this is going to make a big dent in your annual fee and can reduce your effective fee down from $395 to just $95. There's no reason to wait. This credit can be utilized on your next trip, and it can also be broken down into different increments, so you can utilize it not all at once but in different split up increments for different trips. This travel credit can be used for any travel bookings through the Capital One travel portal. So if we take a look at my own screen, we can see that I have $300 in travel credits available, and those credits can be applied at checkout. Then at the top, we can see the different categories of travel bookings that I could use the Venture X travel credit for. So flights, hotels, rental cars, and premium stays, which is hotels that is booked through the Capital One Premier Hotel Collection. And then of course, at the very bottom, you can see that it shows that the travel credit has been added to my balance. In terms of how to use it, it shows up as a coupon at checkout. So if I select a hotel in the Seattle area and I select my room and then I go to checkout, that travel credit is going to automatically activate and trigger. Ultimately, you just want to make sure that you don't forget about that travel credit, and my recommendation would be to put it to use as early as you can. The third thing that you need to do on the Capital One Venture X is apply for TSA PreCheck or Global Entry. The Capital One Venture X gives you a $100 credit for Global Entry or TSA PreCheck. Global Entry and TSA PreCheck memberships last 5 years. Global Entry is $100, and then TSA PreCheck is $85 after your initial application fee. So you'd be able to cover the entire 5-year membership with that credit. And if you're unfamiliar with what those are, TSA PreCheck will essentially allow you to get through airport security quicker, and then Global Entry will allow you to go through immigration quicker if you're traveling internationally and you're entering back into the US. So in terms of which one is better, I think it really just depends on your own travel preferences, because obviously TSA PreCheck is going to work better for domestic travel. I think Global Entry is going to work best for international travel. And just as a quick personal story to show how valuable that these can be, so on my recent trip with my wife, we basically were coming back from Colombia and we were going to go to Seattle, but we were going to spend the night in Austin first. And on the way to Austin, we had a layover in Atlanta at the Atlanta airport. So we were going to go through immigration in Atlanta first. And the line was like insanely long. It was taking a really long time. And luckily we had a really long layover in Atlanta. I think it was like 4+ hours. So we were totally good. It was no problem at all. But imagine if we had a much shorter layover. There was like basically no line at that Global Entry section and people were buzzing right through it. And then there was the huge line for the general people that were coming in through immigration, through the general line, I guess. And so if we would have had a much shorter layover, that could have actually been a little bit of an issue. So I can definitely see if you're someone who travels internationally really frequently, how valuable that global entry can be. The fourth thing to immediately do on the Capital One Venture X is to add an authorized user. The Capital One Venture X allows you to add 4 authorized users for completely free, which is a great deal in comparison to some other premium credit cards that are out there. So like on the Amex Platinum, you have to pay $195 for an authorized user. In general, there can be some great benefits to adding an authorized user, so it can help someone else to build up a credit history, and it can also give them some additional benefits on that card as well. On the Capital One Venture X specifically, that authorized user is going to get a lot of the same airport lounge benefits. And I'll be honest, this is definitely something that I've been slacking on because I've been meaning to add my wife as an authorized user just for the chance that we're traveling separately and she travels when I'm not traveling or vice versa, so that she can have a lot of that same lounge access. And there's really no reason that I've just been putting this off. So I need to do this immediately. And it's definitely something that I think a lot of you should do as soon as possible as well. Okay, but what if there was an easy way to turn every purchase into free travel? Well, then meet Kudos, which is your new favorite browser extension. It's a free AI-powered smart wallet that allows you to unlock more benefits and more rewards out of your credit cards. So no more leaving money on the table. Kudos automatically picks the best card to use at over 2 million stores to guarantee that you'll always earn the highest rewards, points, or cash back. And with their partnership with the Points Guy, there's no more wasting time at searching for the best offer, because instead Kudos helps you discover new credit cards and gives you access to the best sign-up bonuses available. But wait, there is more. With Kudos, you never have to fill out your credit card info ever again, because Kudos makes shopping super easy by auto-filling your card info with just one click. Think of Kudos as Apple Pay, Honey, and NerdWallet all in one. And the best part, Kudos is completely free. So if you are ready to start turning every purchase into more rewards, then click the link below and sign up with the code MATT to get $20 back after you make your first eligible purchase. Start getting more out of your credit cards with Kudos. The fifth thing to do on the Capital One Venture X is to activate your lounge access and plan your next trip to a Capital One lounge. So on the Capital One Venture X, the lounge access is multi-tiered, so you get access to Capital One lounges, which is the most well-known thing. And right now there are 3 locations in Denver, Dallas, and Washington, D.C. But then you will also get access to Priority Pass and Plaza Premium lounges, which include access to over 1,300 lounges throughout the world. So one of the first things that I did on my Venture X is that I activated my Priority Pass membership. So I was able to access my digital card on my account right away, even before I was able to get the physical card in the mail. Now I have access to over 1,300 Priority Pass and Plaza Premium lounges. And I know some of those lounges aren't really that nice, but some of them are actually pretty underrated and are actually nicer than you might think. And having this access is completely free when you have the Venture X, so there's no reason to not activate your membership. The other part of the Capital One Venture X lounge access is going to be those Capital One lounges specifically, with 3 current locations. And I haven't been to one of them personally, but I have heard that they are super nice. So the next thing to do would be to purposefully plan for the next time that you could go to one of these lounges. Maybe this is just a layover or a stopover before an actual bigger trip, but going to one of these lounges is going to help you get even more outsized value on your Venture X. The sixth thing to do on the Capital One Venture X is to get familiar with Trip Scanner. So Capital One Travel partners with Hopper to make price predictions based on actual historical data. So what you're able to do is you're able to set price alerts for specific trips, so then you will get notified when prices drop due to Capital One price predictions. The whole goal of Capital One's Trip Scanner is to help you find the best prices and the best time to book your next trip. Capital One has price drop protection as well. So if a flight price drops within 10 days of booking, then you'll get additional travel credits that are added on to help you have confidence when you book. Capital One also has price match guarantee. So if Capital One travel portal prices are not the best and you find a better price somewhere else, then Capital One will actually reimburse you for the difference. Ultimately, Capital One has some really useful travel portal features, so let those work for you and help them find you the best price and the best time to book your next trip. The seventh thing to do on the Capital One Venture X is to switch over your cell phone bill to the Venture X card. Basically, if you were able to pay your cell phone bill with a credit card, then you should switch that over to the Capital One Venture X, because the Venture X is a Visa Infinite card, which comes with some specific cell phone protections. Specifically, if we take a look at the benefits page on the Venture X, it indicates that if your cell phone is stolen or damaged, you'll get reimbursed on up to $800. Essentially, that $800 reimbursement is per claim, and you'll get up to 2 claims per year. This is a pretty simple switch, and it can save you a lot of heartache and potential money in the future if something were to happen to your cell phone. The eighth thing to do as soon as you get your Capital One Venture X is to check out Capital One Dining and Capital Capital One Entertainment. If we start with Capital One Dining, this gives you access to exclusive restaurants and really special culinary experiences. On my Capital One account, I basically put in Seattle as my location, and then you can see some of the featured dining experiences in my area, some of the restaurants in the signature collection that could give me cardholder specific benefits, some of Jose Andres' favorite restaurants in the area, and then flat out some of the most popular restaurant options as well. With Capital One Entertainment, you'll get exclusive access to certain pre-sales for sports tickets, concert tickets, and dining experience tickets. And neither of these are necessarily going to apply to everyone, but they're going to be fun to check out and potentially take advantage of. The ninth thing to do on the Capital One Venture X is to make use of your Prior subscription. Prior is an exclusive travel brand that has a partnership with Capital One that essentially allows Venture X cardholders to get a complimentary Prior subscription and basically allows you to get some memorable travel experiences. I'll just scroll through some of the events and details of Prior, but as you can see, there's some super cool events with world famous chefs in Spain, France, and Oaxaca, Mexico. And honestly, these can be once in a lifetime level trips that just seem absolutely incredible. This is definitely a luxury travel perk that not everyone and probably most people will not take advantage of, but it's still cool to have, and it's definitely something that I think you should at least check out. The 10th thing to do as soon as you get the Capital One Venture X is to refer other people. Referral bonuses on credit cards are essentially when someone else uses your card link to sign up for that credit card that allows you to get a little bit of a kickback in terms of points. Obviously, I understand that it's a little bit easier for me to get referral bonuses as a YouTuber who talks about this content, but I still think it's definitely possible for the average person to get referral bonuses as well if you're just open-minded with thinking about your friends and family who could potentially benefit for specific cards like the Venture X. On the Capital One Venture X specifically, you get 25,000 venture miles per referral, which is actually really substantial. And then you have a cap of 100,000 venture miles per year, which is basically 4 referrals. But in conclusion, I'm super pumped to put my Capital One Venture X into action. And if you recently got the card, then I just wanted to make this video to help you get as much value as you can possibly get. If you enjoyed this video, then go check out this other video where I discuss why I think the American Express Platinum still destroys the competition. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.